Hello Capricorn, my name is Keren, this is Ray of Light Tarot, and today I'm going to do a reading about lessons and challenges of 2022 and blessings for 2023. Take only what resonates, and if you if it resonates with you and you feel like, I would appreciate if you like and or subscribe. So, I have the cards here. I will read intuitively as I go with you. Part of what I see has been what you've been dealing with, and the lessons for you this year has been about feeling successful and about success. Um, I will. I saw something about the being a challenge thereafter. We will get to that, but what is to be successful and how to show up in the world for success. Success in general has been looks like an issue that you've been thinking about, and I see also that you've been healing some chaos. You've been dealing with shadow work. You've been dealing with chaos, but it's been positive because I see lots of butterflies here. So there's been a lot of transformation thanks to this healing. But yes, I know being in the tornado is not easy. Some of you have been working on your diligence of being steady progress, overlooking things from the top for not to get stuck, like working to get your goals and to get what you want. Some of you have been traveling. Some of you have become a parent this year, and some of you have been doing some work with your inner child as well, I think. Perhaps you moved close to the water, some of you. But I see that traveling has been something that has been giving you, perhaps you really want to travel again, or you're planning on to travel, or you travel to the ocean, but there's something about giving you calm energies, the traveling. And I think also for some of you is traveling to your childhood and healing some things there. Some of other lessons is to reach some kind of balance at work. Perhaps it wasn't, your relationships at work were a bit challenging, and but it looks like you learned to kind of find the balance there of communication, and you learned a lot about yourself in relationships, looks like, because I also see that there's been challenges with people, or maybe for some of you it's been like a competitiveness competition with people, or gossip around it, and you had to deal with a lot of battles, outside battles, and perhaps probably for some of you also in inner battles with yourself, with different parts of you, different wants and desires inside of you. And I think that sometimes you did use your time off to be alone with yourself and kind of find again this balance, as opposed to being up and down all the time. And for some of you, I think you kind of put an end to a relationship that was promising for like something stable, that you've been working on for like, yes, to grow something stable together. And I think some of you, yeah, it's been painful. There's something with the perhaps it's not a love relationship, but a co-worker or a good friend, but there's been an end of perhaps there's been a friendship of many years, and suddenly there's been an ending or a renewal of it, but perhaps you managed to make it happen in a new way, but there's been challenges there, but there's definitely a shift there of energies. Challenges. yeah, this is why I said about the success before as part of your lessons, because I see that part of a challenge is abundance, to be in the flow of abundance for you. Perhaps you've been really trying patiently, but it looks for you, Capricorn, security is something important. And that's been a challenge. So you had to deal with being more in simplicity, perhaps, and kind of the world made you be or become flexible if this is not something that you used to work with. But it's been challenging for you to be patient, to wait for a flow of abundance, to be in this simplicity. And perhaps you had to face some truth about all this that was also challenging for you, it looks like. I think, sorry, I think definitely for some of you, yes, it's like you had a great opportunity in terms of work. You really believed in it. You were super excited about it. You've been diligently working on it, putting your energy, putting your effort, transitioning from a difficult place to a better place in order to get the abundance you want. But it's like it didn't come. It didn't come. It didn't come. And that was challenging for you. There were delays in what you were expecting. And again, lots of burdens, lots of responsibilities on your shoulders, and lots of delays. Like the world kind of, patience was a big lesson this year for you, it looks like, dear Capricorn. And also celebrating. I feel like another challenge for some of you was to feel that you deserve to celebrate, to feel that you deserve to be abundant, to be in a good place, to celebrate with friendships. Perhaps for some of you, friendship also have been a little bit challenging because there's been a lack of clarity, I think. If you normally are very clear on things, there's been it was difficult to build new things because it's like you got a lot of tower moments, you got a lot of King of Swords in reverse with Towers. So you got a lot of moments of like possibilities of rebuilding, but it's like you couldn't quite reach the insights that you were supposed to learn in order to move on from all these challenges that life threw at you this year, looks like. But everything's for good. And now we're going to talk about your blessings for next year. It looks like you are going to thrive. So all these efforts and all your work and all your lessons and all the healing that you've been doing, there's like transformation happening to you, and now you're going to be able to thrive with a lot of courage. You're going to use your fire and your energy with courage. There's going to be a lot of miracles. You're going to step back or into leadership. Maybe for some of you is new, but I see definitely you are getting into your leadership energy. You're going to open doors that before they were not open, or they are like calling you, but you were not quite making that step. And perhaps that's love, because I see gateway, courage, and love. So perhaps you need some courage to enter the door of love in your life, to really allow beauty, blossom, sensuality into your life, like an added value. And it looks like perhaps you need some courage to kind of step towards this threshold. I see that there's going to be peace and relaxation also in the next year. And love is coming 3 times, actually. You got the card of love, the 2 of cups, and the Lover's card. This is like quite beautiful and amazing, actually, because the Lover's card is a card of like blessed relationship, and this is also like a mutual energetic bond of equals. So for some of you it's in terms of love, for some of you it can be also work or friendship or something, a relationship with someone. Doesn't need to be love if you're not seeking love. what I see is that this patience of yours, the fact that you had to be very, very patient, is ending. You're closing this cycle of delays, of having to wait. And yes, you are connecting again with the fire energy of moving and getting things done. And I think you're going to put aside, or if you put aside this energy of apathy or observing, or like, when is this going to happen, when is this blessing coming, or feeling like a victim, or bad thoughts, patterns of bad thoughts. I see that this is finishing. You're finishing that kind of cycle, and the sun is showing up, which is a card of vitality, joy, perhaps all this like healing that I saw that was for some of you on your inner child. It's showing up now as like a new vitality, new joy, new innocence. Like, this is like such a joyous, happy card. This is beautiful. Your energy is expanding beautifully in the world, and you are going to step into your power. But the world perhaps is going to test you. So try not to react on emotionally or aggressively with your thoughts. Try to control your instincts and the way you want to respond. So respond actually instead of reacting, so that it's a power and leadership from a more grounded and powerful place. So there will be more videos for next year, weekly or monthly, but this was just like a little overview of to finish the year and to start the new year. So I hope this added some value to you. Happy holidays, or happy Hanukkah, happy December, everyone, and a beautiful beginning of a new year. And I see you in another video. Bye.